Hello and welcome to today's video. Today you are going to listen to an easy English story. This story is for level A1 or level A2 English learners. My advice? Listen and relax. You don't need to understand every single word. If you don't know a word, that's okay. If you don't know a lot of words, that's okay too. If you don't know what I'm saying, glad you're here. You do not need to understand every word. Just listen to the sounds, the rhythm, and, if you can, the meaning. This story is about warm moments, connection, and quiet love. What's quiet love? Looks like we're going to read to find out. Now, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's listen to a nice story. The month of love. February came quietly to the city. The days were still cold, but the sun stayed up a little longer in the sky. People wore coats and scarves, but some flowers started to appear in the shop windows. Pink, yellow, and white colors slowly replaced gray. Lena noticed these small changes every day. Lena lived alone in a small apartment near the train station. She worked at a bookstore 5 days a week. Her job was simple. She helped customers, cleaned shelves, and arranged books on tables. She liked her job. The bookstore was warm. It smelled like paper and coffee. Soft music played quietly in the background. Lena liked quiet places. Loud places made her feel tired. Every morning, Lena woke up at 6:30 a.m. She made tea and ate toast. Then, she put on her coat and walked to work. On her walk, she passed a small park. In winter, the park looked empty. The trees had no leaves. The benches were cold, but Lena still liked walking through it. It was peaceful. One morning, she saw something new. A man was sitting on the bench near the trees. This was unusual. No one usually sat in the park in winter. The man wore a brown coat and a gray hat. He was holding a cup of coffee with both hands. He looked down at the ground, not at his phone. Lena slowed her steps. She did not stop, but she noticed him. The next day, she saw him again. Same bench, same coat, same cup of coffee. On the third day, he was there. Lena started to feel curious. Does he come here every morning? She thought. She wanted to say hello, but she didn't. She was shy. One morning, it snowed a little. Not much, just enough to make the ground white. Lena walked carefully through the park. The man was there again, but this time he looked cold. His hands were shaking slightly. His coffee cup was empty. Lena stopped walking. She stood still for a moment. Then she took a deep breath and walked towards him. "Good morning," she said softly. The man looked up. He seemed surprised. "Oh, good morning," he replied. His voice was calm and kind. "It's cold today," Lena said. "Yes," he smiled. "Very cold." They both laughed quietly. Lena pointed to his cup. "Your coffee is empty." "Yes," he said. "I finished it too fast." Lena hesitated. I work at the bookstore across the street, she said. We sell coffee there. The man raised his eyebrows. Really? Yes, I can bring you one, if you want. That would be very nice, he said. Thank you. Lena walked quickly to work. She bought a coffee with her own money. She added milk and sugar. When she returned, the man was still there. She handed him the cup. Here you go. He smiled, a big, warm smile. Thank you, he said. That's very kind. They sat in silence for a moment. I'm Lena, she said. I'm Mark, he replied. After that day, Lena and Mark started talking more. Not a lot, just a little. Sometimes they talked for 1 minute, sometimes for 5. Mark told her he was waiting for a job interview result. Every morning, he came to the park to think. Lena told him about the bookstore and her love of quiet places. They did not talk about love. They did not talk about romance, but something felt warm. Every morning in February, Lena brought Mark a coffee. Sometimes Mark brought her a pastry. Sometimes they just smiled and waved. The park did not feel empty anymore. On the last day of February, the park looked different. The snow was gone. Small green plants appeared near the trees. Mark was not on the bench. Lena felt strange. She waited for 5 minutes, then 10. Finally, she turned to leave. Lena, she turned around. Mark was walking toward her. I wanted to give you this, he said. He handed her a small book. It was a notebook. For your thoughts, he said. Lena smiled. Thank you, she replied. After Mark walked away, Lena opened the notebook. Inside, on the first page, Mark had drawn a heart. It was his first act of quiet love. The month of February ended quietly, but something new had begun. You're done. You just listened to an A1 or A2 level English story. I hope you were able to understand something, and if you didn't understand a word, you can ask me in the comments below. I would love to help you expand your English vocabulary. Thank you to everyone for your love and support as we build this classroom community. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more realistic English stories like this. I know a lot of beginner English can be for children, so I want to cater to my adult learners of English. Stay tuned for next week's story about a mystery, and let me know what you want to see in future videos. Tell me in the comments below. There is a link in the description box with the full story transcript. That way you can read it at home and practice pronunciation. If you are interested in private English classes, don't forget, email me at learnwithmissb@gmail.com, or you can download the free PDF in my bio. There you have all the basics of English grammar for free for you guys. Trust me, I know, English grammar is really hard. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!